Hey people, we've completed a week of very exciting cricket at IPL 2020, and we are already on match 8 now as KKR takes on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Abu Dhabi today. And as is the format of this particular series, we try to make 6 big predictions for the match, and I can assure you there are some very exciting ones today. So off we go. Well, the teams have, after getting off to a slow start, I mean, now the teams are getting into a groove. They're possibly getting more used to the conditions. The players have now, gotten some match practice. So they are now scoring bigger at the end of power plays. So I believe, both the openers on both sides, they're pretty explosive themselves. With Kolkata Knight Riders, it depends on who they open with. But if Sunil Narine is going to open, and if he comes good, then I expect 50 to 55 runs in the first 6 overs, and pretty much the same for Sunrisers Hyderabad too. I mean, so it doesn't matter who bats first. I think I'm expecting a 50 to 55 run range as the score at the end of the first power play. Well, that is one of the big questions of this particular match, going into this match. Now, Sunil Narine, who was a revelation in 2017 and 2018 when KKR first unfurled this particular strategy of opening with him. And he was very successful, was hitting at more than 170, 175 strike rate. And he was making consistent scores, But that has actually changed in the last, let's say, even in 2019 and whatever we have seen in 2020. So bowlers have found a way, express fast bowlers bowling short to Sunil Narine have found a way of restricting him and getting him out cheaply. So the big question for KKR today is will Sunil Narine come good? And if he scores 30, if he exceeds that score, he will do it in very quick time. We can be rest assured of that, and that will mean that Kolkata will get off to a flying start. That's what KKR would be hoping for, and I think I'll go with that wisdom. I don't see too many express fast bowlers within Sunrisers Hyderabad, ones who can bowl really fast and short stuff. So obviously Hyderabad has Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Sandeep Sharma, all swing bowlers. So I think I expect Sunil Narine to do well with the bat in this match, in fact. Well, to be honest, all these guys had a decent match. I mean, more so Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Rashid Khan. And one thing with them is, all these guys have been good at restricting the runs. How many wickets will they pick is something. It's a good question. If there is some swing, you would expect Sandeep Sharma to pick up quite a few big wickets. Now KKR has a lot of lefties in their ranks, so you would expect Rashid Khan with his googly to do well. I expect Rashid Khan to be the pick of the bowlers for SRH today. I expect him to pick more wickets than the other two bowlers. This was one of the big questions that came out because Pat Cummins took a pounding against Mumbai Indians in their first match. He was very expensive, taken for many runs. And Pat Cummins, mind you, has been the top bowler in both test matches and one days in the last 2 years, has been Australia's top bowler. So he was coming into this tournament with some form. He didn't bowl badly at all in the series against England. So a lot was expected from him. He did not deliver with the ball. He did deliver with the bat though, but did not deliver with the ball, and that must have disappointed KKR. But he was the biggest purchase for this. In the last auctions. So I totally expect a bowler of the class of Pat Cummins to come back strongly, bowl economically, maybe even pick wickets. So I expect him to make a strong comeback. Yes. Well, so today I have 3 options to choose from, and that's a good thing. Last match Warner was run out, unfortunately, so they couldn't put together a big partnership. Now Sunrisers Hyderabad, as we've seen even in the last season, it is a top-heavy batting lineup, and they rely so heavily on both Warner and Bairstow to get them off to a good start. Kane Williamson, we don't know whether he's going to play or not, and if he's not going to play, then there's even more responsibility on these two guys. So I expect them to, put together a big partnership. They would be cautious. Especially Warner. You would expect Bairstow to be more aggressive. I think they will definitely score more than 40 runs. For the opening wicket. Look, I think SRH had a pretty decent match, against RCB. The first encounter. They were not outplayed until Chahal came on, and he really was the one who triggered a collapse. They were going on pretty well actually. Bairstow and Manish Pandey had almost ensured that SRH would overhaul the RCB target. That didn't happen because Chahal got the better of both Manish Pandey as well as Bairstow. But I think man to man on paper, SRH appears to be a better team as compared to KKR. Now, of course, KKR has some very, very potent batsmen. You've got, Nitish Rana is a very, very underrated player. He can come good. He strikes big. He scores consistently. Very, very good player. Andrew Russell. Now, Andrew Russell, the thing is, he's not been in great form. Even in the CPL, he wasn't in great form. So maybe he'll take some time. But if he comes good, then you would expect KKR to do very well. But going by, the recent form, going by the strengths on paper, I expect SRH to win this one. So that's it from now. In fact, 6 predictions, a couple of them very big calls. I hope I get them right. And I hope that you guys come and play on PlayCKC, make similar predictions during a live match. I assure you, you'll find it more exciting than fantasy. Bye, people.